What is quality control? Many people think concrete QC is about making cylinders and cubes, but it's not. Concrete quality control is about making decisions. Do I need to change cement content? What admixture should we use? What caused a low-strength test?
Hello, I'm Jay Shillstone, and I'd like to take the next 10 minutes to introduce you to COMMANDqc.
Making the right decisions requires getting the proper data, and concrete quality control requires a lot of data. First, we take into consideration project specifications, job requirements, and our own operational needs. How is the concrete expected to perform? Next, we need to take concrete tests of our materials. What are their densities? What are the aggregate gradings? Then we determine mix designs, send them to the plant, then receive batch weights during production. Once the concrete arrives at the job, water may be added, and then the concrete will be sampled and tested. Finally, the laboratory performs tests on hardened concrete. These test results usually determine if the concrete is acceptable. COMMANDqc sits in the middle of this exchange of data to help turn it into the information we will use to make our decisions. First, let's look at how COMMANDqc handles materials data. COMMANDqc can store test data for all of our materials: cement, pozzolans, aggregates, water, and admixtures. In this example, we've created an aggregate grading, which the program is comparing to the specifications. Aggregate gradings can be entered as percent passing, mass retained on each sieve, or cumulative masses. Other information, such as density, moisture, absorption, and voids content, can be entered as well. Not only can we enter data for other tests for each material, but we can create user-defined tests as well. Once we have entered test results for each material, we can generate reports. Individual reports can be created for each test, or we can generate statistical reports to show the history of tests. Statistical reports can be generated for submittal or analysis, including individual tests or statistical summaries, and multiple types of charts and graphs. All of these reports are customizable. Once we've entered materials information, we can create concrete products and mix designs. Concrete products are the generic requirements for a mix design. These requirements can include such things as maximum aggregate size, air content, slump, maximum water-cement ratio, and design compressive strength. For example, a 3,000 psi air-entrained pumpable concrete mix may be created at each of our plants, but each plant may have different materials, requiring different batch quantities. A mix design contains the materials and their quantities so that the concrete meets the requirements of the concrete product. After the mix is created, COMMANDqc determines multiple characteristics such as water-cement and water-cementitious ratio, workability factor, mortar fraction, mix cost, and yield. In addition, COMMANDqc calculates combined aggregate grading and can produce percent passing, individual percent retained, 0.45 power, and coarseness factor charts. Once a mix design is created, it can be uploaded automatically to Command Series or COMMANDintegra. Direct integration with COMMANDbatch will soon be available. After concrete mixes have been developed, they sometimes require adjustments. Changes in materials, climatic conditions, or concrete performance often mean that concrete producers have to adjust hundreds or even thousands of concrete mixes. COMMANDqc's Mix Adjuster allows the producer to perform materials changes, change materials weights, or adjust for yield for either all mixes or selected mixes. Then upload them to the batching system, all within a matter of minutes. What used to take days or even weeks to accomplish now happens at the touch of a button. Once the mix design has gone into production, COMMANDqc allows the QC manager to monitor production tolerances, either in real time or after the fact. The above report shows sand being overbatched by about 3.5% until the problem was identified and the batch plant was adjusted. Clicking on any point in the graph will display the batch ticket information for that batch. Not only can we monitor the batching tolerance, we can also determine the impact of those variations on profitability. In addition, BatchWatcher can monitor production and automatically send out text messages or emails to QC personnel if the batch tolerance is exceeded. Different tolerances can be set up for each material, mix design, plant, or project, and the correct people notified for each out-of-tolerance event. Once the concrete has been batched, COMMANDqc can keep track of the test results. Concrete test results can be customized based on each laboratory's report format. COMMANDqc can keep track of plastic tests, batch information, project information, and ambient conditions. Once the ticket number has been entered, COMMANDqc can automatically retrieve batch information such as project name, mix ID, truck number, and batch time to compare with information on the laboratory report, confirming the accuracy of the lab data. In addition, data entry screens for each specimen can be customized. If the lab provides the total failure load, COMMANDqc will calculate the strength. When early test data is entered, COMMANDqc can predict the 28-day strength based on historical for each mix. Specimen data can include test information, such as load or strength, sample information, like specimen size and capping material, and related information such as specimen weights or failure mode. Once concrete tests have been entered, COMMANDqc can perform many types of analysis and generate multiple reports. The Strength Performance Report uses ACI 318 overdesign requirements to determine the required average strength for a mix. The required strength is compared to the actual strength to determine the safety factor. This report is user customizable and can be tied into a mix design so it is automatically printed in a mix submittal. The Combined Laboratory and Production Analysis Report combines over 200 factors relating to materials, mix designs, and batch weights to produce almost any report a customer needs. Data can be grouped, filtered, and sorted to ensure maximum flexibility and usability of the report. In addition, statistics can be calculated for any numerical data in the report. In addition to tabular reports, user-customizable timeline reports can be created. Click on a point of the timeline and see the appropriate batch ticket information for that point. In addition to timeline charts, QSUMs and frequency distributions can also be created. Another of COMMANDqc's strength is its ability to generate project submittals or performance reports. First, a customer name and project are selected from the database. Then, mix designs are selected and added to the submittal. Each mix will automatically include any PDF files stored with that mix, as well as PDF files stored with each material, such as a cement mill report or admixture spec data sheet. Additional documents, such as terms and conditions or safety notices, can be added. Information about the customer and project is automatically filled in on the cover letter. And that completes the submittal process. At this point, the submittal is ready for approval, if required, and faxing or emailing. Not all quality control data is numerical. COMMANDqc's incident tracking module can keep track of customer complaints or comments, as well as internal plant events such as maintenance or new material delivery. The incident module can store notes, image files, or PDF files to store all the documentation for each incident in a single location. Later, incidents can be retrieved by project, customer, plant, or incident type. In addition, COMMANDqc has the following basic functionality: a scalable Microsoft SQL database, a standardized integration layer enabling connectivity with Command Alkon products, configurable reports, dual units of measure, US in metric or metric in metric, and multi-language support. Not only is COMMANDqc designed to help make decisions, it's also designed to help reduce costs, such as reduced materials cost, both for total materials and reduce production variance and cement. It can help reduce problems by determining the assignable causes of variation and reducing overall variation. And finally, it offers greater operational efficiency by reducing the requirements for mix adjustments, submittals, and to enable a rapid response to changes.
I'm here with Mike Wisenant, Director of Technical Services for GCC of America, and Mike's going to tell you a little bit about his experiences with COMMANDqc. Mike, how long have you been using COMMANDqc?
Really since 2007, so quite a while now.
Okay, very good. And what kind of things have you been doing with COMMANDqc to help your quality control operation?
We do a very good job of monitoring our batching accuracy, and the batch watcher really has helped us save a lot of loads throughout our production day to prevent them from actually getting to the customer, so it really helps a lot.
And what about your concrete mix submittals? Has it helped there as well?
We've really been able to cut down our mix submittal time in about half of what it was, just by going from the old Excel spreadsheets to a very unified method, and emailing through PDFs has worked out very well.
For more information about COMMANDqc, visit our website, or to schedule a demo, contact your sales rep at 1-800-624-1872 or go to sales@commandalkon.com.